Okay, as you can see, it is time for the main event today, which is the pitching sessions. Before, though, I just want to say, I know Hugh gave you a huge amount of information. The recording of his presentation and the slides will be published on the event platform and the IHI website. So if you missed something, or if you want to click on the links that he told you to read, you can do that. So, on to the pitches. We received a lot of pitches that covered quite a few of these strategic objectives, so we clustered them broadly into slightly different subject areas, as you can see from the agenda. And we're going to start with some pitches where we felt there was quite a strong artificial intelligence and digital theme. Each pitcher is going to have 5 minutes. The clock will start when you start speaking, and I will be enforcing the time limit strictly, and I will let you know when you have 30 seconds left. So, are we ready for the pitches? I see nods. Good. In that case, I would like to invite Patrick Ryan of Johnson & Johnson onto the stage.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. I'm Patrick Ryan. I'm from Johnson & Johnson and collectively representing a series of companies as part of IFBIA. I want to thank IHI, Nicholas, and the entire team for organizing this wonderful event and allowing us to participate. I'm here to pitch a project titled ARCH, which is Accelerating Real-World Evidence Through Continuous Harmonization. This project is motivated by what I believe to be a potentially transformative effort going on in Europe, which is the European Health Data Space legislation, which has the opportunity to democratize access to observational healthcare data and facilitate the use of that data to generate evidence that could profoundly impact the lives of patients around the world. But there are some very basic technical challenges represented to make that vision a reality. One of them is data standardization. Across Europe, there is a wealth of disparate data sources that can represent different populations in different geographies. It represents different data capture processes, whether it be electronic health record data, administrative claims data, national and disease-specific registries. And it also represents disparate types of care settings, whether we be primary, secondary, or inpatient care. And working across disparate data is nearly impossible if we want to bring that data all together unless we identify approaches to standardize the data. But it's not sufficient to standardize data. We also need to be able to take advantage of data that has been standardized through standardized analytics. We need the capacity to be able to consistently and reproducibly generate evidence from data by applying scientific best practices across epidemiology, informatics, and statistics in the areas of clinical characterization, causal inference, and machine learning. And so ARCH is a project that aims to support the IHI's effort to improve public health by advancing data standardization and standardized analytics. Within the ARCH program, this is going to be as part of Topic 4 to exploit the potential of digitization and healthcare exchange. Our aim is to increase efforts across Europe to standardize existing data sources to the OMOP Common Data Model, which is in an international open community data standard that has been aggressively used within prior IHI projects, including the IMI2 Eden project, which I had the good luxury of being the industry co-lead for. This is an open community standard that's also supported by the Odyssey Global Open Science Community, and it's continued within the European Medicines Agency Darwin EU initiative. Data sources of disparate types can be standardized to the OMOP Common Data Model, providing a consistent structure and format to represent data. ARCH will also work towards developing public resources for standardized vocabularies and source vocabulary mappings, as well as a phenotype library to allow European researchers to be able to speak a common language when conducting analyses across disparate data sources. Just as we have many different geographies with many different dialects, it's important that our data can actually have a canonical language to speak, and ARCH aims to produce a public resource to make that possible. It's not enough to focus on data and infrastructure. We also need to be able to certify that data partners are ready for research so that they have the capacity to execute analyses, as well as education to facilitate real-world data network science. And lastly, and what I'm most passionate about, is ARCH will focus on generating evidence at scale. It's not enough for us to standardize data in the hopes that we will generate evidence that impacts public health. We actually need to demonstrate that. And so through this program, we will actually partner with our stakeholders to design and execute studies across a wide range of medical interventions and diseases to generate evidence across an entire European data network to both generate answers to questions that patients are asking for right now, as well as to motivate and inspire what research could be done across this European network of data sources. We believe that this is an ideal opportunity for a public-private partnership because this is not the type of scope project that any one industry company, any one public partner could do it on its own. As we've learned from the prior Eden project, this is something that needs collaboration across all different stakeholders, and that's why we've already solicited industry contributions, both in-kind and financial contributions, to kickstart this, and we are seeking public partners and data partners to be able to participate. This project will hopefully enable consistent and standardized data understanding by building a robust and dynamic data network across Europe. Thank you. And will generate scalable evidence generation. Our hope is that this provides a foundation to support efforts not just through stimulus of IHI, but with the EMA, industry, and other stakeholders. We have an industry partnership, but what I'm looking for today is interest in public partners who could engage with us in data holders who would like to participate in this standardization and evidence at scale efforts. With that, I'll say thank you for the invitation, and I appreciate participating. I look forward to talking to you throughout the Brokerage event. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You can go with that one. Thank you, Patrick. And next up, we have Pedro Alves from Promptly Health.
Hello. So, good morning, everyone. I'm Pedro Alves from Promptly. We are a health analytics company based in Portugal with operations a bit all over Europe. And today, I'm presenting a proposal for an AI factory for biotech innovation. So leveraging AI to transform biomedical data into life-saving therapies. All right, so every day there are tons of data that are generated, either genomic data, lab results, electronic health records. But despite this massive amount of data, researchers face a difficulty because data is either scattered alongside different platforms or in different formats. So it's fragmented across the biotech innovation cycle. And it's difficult to translate this into the life-saving therapies. So with this proposal, we aim to address specific objectives 2 and 4 and create a platform that enables data sharing and AI model fine-tuning for addressing unmet needs in data-heavy domains such as oncology, vaccine development, etc. So our vision is that of an end-to-end platform that allows data to be used and accessed in a secure way, and to allow medtech companies to develop AI models and fine-tune them in order to have a data-in, model-out experience. So within this platform, we envisage the federated access to multimodal data, and also these data sets will be curated to harmonized standards to facilitate the retrieval of insights. And we will establish an AI sandbox, so an MLOps environment that is secure for fine-tuning AI models. Of course, for this, it's necessary to have the necessary or the adequate processing power, so we will have supercomputing capabilities associated to the AI factory, and also services to ensure that data is of the highest quality, that we are complying with the appropriate regulations, namely GDPR, the European Health Data Space regulations, and also the AI Act for the models that are developed and fine-tuned within the platform. So the suitability for the IHI comes from this, the different key players that we need to have in this consortium. So we need pharma companies or biotech companies to provide the main problems and data, tech experts like ourselves to provide the adequate AI expertise, and also the adequate research infrastructure for the supercomputing power, and also with domain knowledge. We don't want to just be another pilot at the end of the project, so we want to achieve a scalable platform that allows this model fine-tuning, and of course with the appropriate use cases to showcase the capabilities of the platform. We will establish the necessary data pipelines and libraries for handling this type of data, and of course have this MLOps environment documented, and also the best practices for using the platform. So by the end of the project, we aim to shorten the time to get to life-saving therapies, and also to ensure that researchers can extract meaningful knowledge from this ocean of data, and alongside strengthen Europe's capability in terms of AI and big data. So our expertise, so our core at Promptly is real-world evidence generation, or assisting in real-world evidence generation, and also AI and machine learning capabilities. We are also experts in harmonizing data to WOMOP, and also complying with the FHIR standard. And we have an initial set of partners ready. We are currently looking for biotech pharma companies. We can also strengthen our capabilities in terms of AI partners. Supercomputing infrastructure, although a few partners are already in contact, or we are in contact with them. Yeah. Academic institutions, and legal and ethics experts. So if you think you want to join us and you are interested in our vision, please reach out to us. I'll be the tall guy in the corridor, so reach out to our poster booth, and I'll be happy to talk to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And perfect timing as well, 5 seconds left. Next up, I would like to invite onto the stage Olala Arumbaru Kabada of the FTSS.
Hello everyone. I am Olaya from Fundació TIC Salut Social, which means the Health and Social ICT Foundation. This is the clicker, right?
Yeah.
Okay, place here. Oh no, sorry. What's the button? Sorry.
I think it's the green one. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. First, let me start with a brief introduction to our foundation. We are a public entity within the Catalan Ministries of Health and Social Rights in Barcelona. We aim to facilitate the digital transformation of both the health and social care ecosystems through the use of ICT solutions. Among our different areas of expertise here in Green, today I will focus on our group of AI experts. They coordinate the Health AI program promoted by the Catalan Ministry of Health. They also develop guidelines and frameworks focused on trustworthy AI, that is the main topic of my pitch, and explainable AI, ensuring ethical alignment. We also have this AI observatory, which continuously monitors the identification and the monitoring of the AI, the implementation of AI solutions in the healthcare system. And through all this, our group of AI defines the technical, clinical, and ethical criteria of AI solutions. Our approach focuses on a key challenge nowadays in the healthcare system, which is although the development of AI solutions continuously increases, the actual implementation, the real implementation in hospitals remains a challenge. Why is that? It's because, one of the main reasons is because of the absence of a unified framework for assessing fairness, safety, and regulatory compliance. And also that increases the lack of confidence of doctors, of clinicians and patients towards using this kind of solutions. Now, without going through all the detail of this slide, I will move on to the next one, which kind of summarizes it. Because here we have our 4 main objectives. First, the development of a multidimensional evaluation framework, which ensures the technical, ethical, and clinical aspects. Then, secondly, practical... Sorry, I just read the message. Also, the design of practical methodologies to cover the regulatory and ethical compliance. Thirdly, the AI literacy, meaning to work on training courses for healthcare professionals to develop their AI skills. And then lastly, the integration of digital care. meaning the integration of both health and social care ecosystems in terms of digital development, not to leave the social area aside. Now, public and private collaboration is essential here because on one side, the public partners bring the clinical insight and the clinical environment to implement the solutions, and then the private partners provide the solutions per se and the ability to validate them across different workflows and different EU countries. And here there is a few examples of private entities which would help developing our approach. For our approach, we will try to develop these tangible outcomes, the development of operational tools and frameworks for trustworthy AI evaluation and deployment, and able to be adaptable across Europe and across different health and social ecosystems, and also an increased AI literacy among the healthcare professionals. And with this, we aim to strengthen the EU's capacity for people-centered and data-driven care integration, as well as improving the patient trust and safety. Now, a short reminder of our expertise. We are experts on trustworthy AI and explainable AI, following the EU's AI Act and the Medical Device Regulation. We also have the systemic view, the systemic understanding of the whole Catalonia's ecosystem, like healthcare and social care ecosystem, thanks to our robust network of different kind of entities, and among them a lot of Catalan hospitals, which actually help us leading validation pilots in projects. And we also have extensive experience in communication and dissemination tasks. So for our approach, we would be looking for a lot of kind of partners, from tech developers to regulatory and legal partners, and other clinical and social care pilots. Okay. Then on this slide, you can find some reference documents from our AI research group, and also some European projects that I know that some of you in the audience already know them. Okay, and before I forget, we have the poster on the first floor in case you want to talk to us, and thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, and again, a perfectly timed presentation there, five minutes exactly. Next up, we have Shifchi, I do apologize if I've pronounced that wrong, Furkan from TIGA Information Technologies.
Hello, everyone. I'm Furkan from TIGA, and we are one of the biggest healthcare IT company in Turkey. Today, I will present about our project, IHI, which is AI models integrating diverse data modalities towards advancing medical and healthcare domains. Briefly about TIGA, what we are doing in Turkey and also in 2 different countries. We are the main IT providers for Ministry of Health, and we are managing electronic health records in 3 different countries. And what we aim to do here is health data in Europe is fragmented across modalities, and what we observed is that current models cannot perform very well in multimodal data modalities. And what we aim to do here is overcoming the specific objective of IHI 4, it's exploiting the full potential of digitalization and data exchange in healthcare. And we aim to create IHI and solve this unmet need for early detection and personalized management of chronic cardiovascular neurodegenerative diseases. And I think it's very relevant since a recent development by OpenAI, they declared that they will no more give personalized medical suggestions, and this is coming out as a big need from the market. And what is our methodology? We aim to develop an advanced multimodal large language model architecture, and it will be capable of integrating clinical text and medical images, also biosignals and speech. And what we aim to do is a federated training model, training models across different countries with different data sets, using a federated learning approach, and of course ensuring GDPR and EHDS regularities. And we want to leverage FHIR-compliant pipelines. We have a terminal server for this since we are operating in 3 different countries. We also have good experience on this. Also, we want to validate these multimodal large language models on real world multimodal data sets, especially on cardiovascular, neurodegenerative, and mental health issues. And it reflects the IHI vision, our project, to drive cross-sectoral health innovation. We have different partners in very different domains in sound processing, in text processing, and we want to transform this AI research into the translatable, interoperable, and transferred digital health solutions. And we need industry contribution. We already applied for IHI 9, and in the ESR, one of the biggest problems was the smaller industry contribution. So one of our aim is to participate, more participation from industry into our project. And what we aim to what we expect from this project is a multimodal large language model and a federated AI pipeline and FAIR compliant datasets we will publish. And through clinical pilots, we will align with EHDS and AI Act, and also we will boost Europe's health industry competitiveness. And also, patients will gain a lot from earlier detection, personalized prevention, and continuous monitoring. We are getting these feedbacks from Ministry of Health, and this is a real need in Turkey, which we want to reflect it into the real results with these projects. Also, we get the feedback from partners in Europe that this is a big need from the market. And what we have already is that a consortium combines strong expertise in AI, multimodal data integration, clinical informatics, and digital health. We seek additional expertise. We need more use cases, first of all. Partners with quality-controlled clinical data, HTN and market access experience, and real-world validation capacity. Also, we lack health economic partners. And also IHI members we need on the board, and the consortium will bring in-kind operational contributions. Thank you very much. I am having a poster. Let's meet there. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And just a reminder, there are posters all throughout the ground floor and also on the first floor. So when we come to the break, do go and check them out. You'll meet a lot of interesting people there. Next up, I would like to invite Atraf Tehar from Renal Care and Research onto the stage, please.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to bring, I am Atraf Tehar from Renal Care and Research, and I would like to bring your attention to a very sad reality. Right now, across Europe, thousands of people are sitting in dialysis chair for 4 hours, 3 times a week, feeling that their daily life revolves around the machine that they depend on to survive. In fact, more than 75 million in Europe are living with a chronic kidney disease with a constant fear of complication that can lead to kidney failure. And that makes me think, how can we prevent it? How can we profit from the recent advances in artificial intelligence to serve the public health and to predict risk before it becomes tragedy? That's exactly what our project aims to do, advance the digital twin for predictive kidney health management, or as we like to frame it, predict risk, protect life together across Europe. Okay. Chronic kidney disease is a silent epidemic, often ignored until kidneys are severely damaged. The challenge is not only medical, it's also structural, data is fragmented, and care is reactive. Our objective is to build an artificial intelligence-driven digital twin that can create for each patient a model of his kidney health and move from reactive care to predictive care. So our approach consists of a digital twin that can create a model of each patient's kidney health, integrating clinical data, lab result, wearable devices, and lifestyle factor. An artificial intelligence reasoning layer that detects patterns invisible to traditional monitoring, and simulation model that offer the healthcare professional the possibility to test intervention before applying them in real life. All the recommendations are explainable and to both healthcare professional and to the patient. Our proposal was built with the IHI strategic research agenda in mind. It's cross-sector by design, integrating artificial intelligence, clinical research, digital health, and it represents true public-private partnership strengthening Europe leadership in artificial intelligence application in healthcare. And it keeps patient at the center because that's where healthcare innovation belongs. So by the end of the project, we are looking to build a validated digital twin platform for the chronic kidney disease prediction with a secure EU-wide data integration and clinically tested system support decision system. So the impact we are looking for is fewer hospitalization, delayed dialysis, and improved quality of life, and also to boost Europe leadership in ethical and secure AI application in healthcare, and empower patients by building trust in digital health. At Renal Care and Research, we combine a clinical nephrology expertise with regulatory knowledge and experience in building software as a medical device. But innovation never happens alone, so we are looking for partner, medtech and diagnostic partner for multimodal data integration, pharma and biotech to collaborate and test the treatment before applying them in real life, and patient association to co-design and with real user. So at the end, you may wonder why now, because we think prediction is possible and prevention is scalable. So we invite you to join us in this mission, predict risk, protect life together across Europe. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Another perfectly timed pitch, well done. And now I would like to invite onto the stage Steve Tyson of Wavy Assistant.
Yes, good morning everyone. My name is Steve and I'm here from the project Engage to Use, which focuses collaborative action for responsive engagement and enabling people-centric innovation. In healthcare innovation, we see mainly three big challenges. The first one is that not all people are really involved in the creation of innovation, which is a very mistaken. Secondly is a lot of things regarding like regulatory is extremely important that you start from the beginning, because when you start late, it will create problems at the end. And last but not least, also implementation is extremely important, for example, with the description of drug and innovation to really improve the patient adherence and the persistency. So our goal is to start innovation from the beginning and make sure that all stakeholders are involved and to improve the collaboration together. So a little bit about our objectives. So there are a lot of objectives in our proposal, but 9 very important objectives is that we want to create an A to U metrics where we really can see from the beginning where you really have to focusing on. There are different kind of groups of people in our society, and we want to create in this metrics a way how you really can focusing on different kind of groups. Secondly is to produce. We see that the FDA in the United States created a framework for produce, where you really can integrate medication with technology. But in Europe, we are a little bit lacking of this. So in our project, we want to use the produce framework from the FDA and combine this in Europe. So also in Europe, we can really create the benefits for it. Thirdly, we want to create an A2U toolbox where you really can focusing on collaborative action with stakeholders, with all people from the beginning. And we're focusing on, for example, informed consent, but will also help to really understand the problems that patients have. And then the fourth objective is that we want to bring at least 12 digital solutions to a higher TRL level, for example, from 4 to 8. So we really want to use this A2U toolbox to help this innovation. And then number 5 is that we will test different kind of digital solutions in at least 7 countries. And well, you see a little bit more, but very important at the end is that we really can scale all together this kind of digital solutions, but also can test the produce framework and the A2U metrics in these digital solutions. So a little bit about our approach is understand patient engagement, shape policy and regulations, make sure that build digital foundations from the ground up, test a real-world lab, very important in implementation, really test from the beginning in the real-world setting, and also evaluate and scale. So next to that, you can see a little bit like a framework that we want to create about measuring prems and proms, but also making sure that we really connect medical records to really see, okay, which kind of patients can really show the benefit of this kind of digital solutions. So the outcomes is validate people-centric digital solutions, improve self-management, enhance health and digital literacy, and make sure that there are clear models for regulatory and data alliance across Europe. Expected impacts, maybe one of the most important in the project is cities' empowerment to manage their own health, digital health adoption, strong partnerships among patients, and demonstrate scalability and sustainability of integrated care. So we already have over 30 partners from 16 countries. We have also a lot of already great partners from the industry, over 10. But very important here is that we need a little bit more pharma, because if we want to bring drug with a digital solution and also test to produce framework is extremely important also for the pharma industry to do this together. I know there are people from AstraZeneca, Sanofi, GSK in this room. Come together because we need you to really test digital solutions and drug together to really improve patient-centered digital healthcare. And our resources that we will bring in AI-driven toolbox, several real-world labs, and also integrated evaluation for clinical, economic, and social impact. So this is exactly what it's saying. We're looking for a couple more pharma industry partners to really do this together. And we are a very great consortium. We really want to improve patients. And we also have already over 9 local patient organizations across Europe and 3 major ones, particularly in lung and heart disease. So reach out to our consortium. Job van Boven from the University Medical Center in Groningen is main applicant, and I am one of the SMEs that will present here today because, you know, everybody is very busy, and I said, let's do this together and make something really, really powerful for patients, but particularly to bring all stakeholders together for better patient-centered healthcare. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And next I would like to invite Daniel Weiss from Children's Hospital and LMU Clinic Munich to the stage. You can go ahead.
Hi.
You need to stand a little closer to the microphone, maybe.
So, hi, I'm Daniel Weiss. We started as a consortium of leading European children's hospitals, and we want to share our genomics and clinical data with you, the pharma industry. Why do we want to do this? So the problem is that pediatric therapies are really missing. The reasons for this are separated pediatric innovation plans, leads to more time and costs, small trial population, ethical constraints, and so adult drugs reach the market earlier, while children also need them very early. So the slides are Okay. So this leads to an adult-first development, and children are often excluded from omics data, like the UK Biobank, only a small percentage is from children, and so pediatric research and development is low, risky, and underfunded. So our goal is we want to bring precision medicine to children. So we want to have children visible in AI research and development. We want that you can identify new pediatric indication, reuse your existing clinical data, and we really bridge AI, hospitals, and pharma for more efficiency. So we address specific objective 2 and 4. So our solution, I don't go into detail because Pedro from pitch number 2 already explained it in detail, and they are our technology partner. So in principle, the data from genetics and so on stays decentralized in children's hospital, fully GDPR compliant, and you have access to multi-omics, so genomics, transcriptomics, genomics data and clinical data in our hospitals. And you and CROs will query to identify new pediatric targets. We can validate the targets via CROs in the clinics, and you can do drug repurposing, which leads to a 30 to 50% reduction in time and cost for a pediatric label and extended PUMA. So what's in for the pharma industry? This is a real pediatric indication engine. You can ask, where's my already existing target active in children? And this will lead to blockbusters, hopefully also for children. And you have a direct line to our medical doctors. So if your company has an already existing drug for rare diseases and you want to sell it, and our medical doctors cannot recognize this because one of 8,000 different rare diseases, you can directly contact our medical doctors and tell them, we assume this is this disease, and sell your product. And yeah, so it's pre-competitive in this IHI call, so we want that your pharma company can select one specific disease or more where only you work across the European Union, so that we get from adult first to parallel pediatrics by design. Why IHI? Because Amigo is built for public-private partnerships. We have data from across the European Union, and we bring together academia, hospitals, AI, CROs, and pharma, because you can imagine perhaps your board of directors already decided for AI first strategy, but in your daily life, no one really knows how to implement such a strategy. You need strong partners, you need from AI companies, you need data, and we hope that we can bring this with you together. And a shared infrastructure is cheaper than everyone builds its own infrastructure. And yeah, so we need from pharma people who want to research areas and co-design this ecosystem. So we have from our pharma partners already some business cases, but we assume you will bring in your own business cases also. And yeah, what are the outcomes? New pediatric indications for known target, rapid companion diagnostics, and patient stratification. And we already see in studies that with modern genomic diagnostics, you get a return on investment within months instead of doing a lot of different clinical tests and so on. So this would also strengthen the European Union, pharma and medtech, because in other countries you don't have data protection. With this approach, you can work in Europe on data. And afterwards, the platform should be reused, so the project shouldn't end after IHI. We want to generate a positive cash flow through cheap genomic tests because of the scaling effects. We want to use the data from insurance companies and for you, for pharma. So all together should be, we should all bring this together to a price where it works. Yeah, thank you. So we are hospitals, we have already CROs, and we have the data, and we need pharma partners interested in specific diseases. We need more CROs also, and also diagnostic medtech companies. And we need in-kind contribution, and together we can bring precision medicine to children. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Daniel. I'm just going to check with my colleagues at the back. We were supposed to have one other picture here, if they are there. Oh, they're there, brilliant. In that case, I would like to invite Dr. Luan Vardari onto the stage to give the last pitch of this session, please.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm Luan Vardari from University of Prizren. I'm the vice rector of university, just green. Okay. my proposal or our proposal as university is to create a smart health integration in emerging regions, AI-driven, early diagnosis and sustainable care pathways. What is the focus of this? Oh. Okay. In 2020, in our university, we create institution of technology transfer and knowledge. And in the frame of this institution, we are applied in some of the projects. Which I am only person which I am from academia in this session. But we are focusing more for research to create with this project, to create the database using the AI tools. Because the challenges is, or the problems is...
Sorry, can I just ask you to speak into the microphone?
Limited integration of AI-based decision. We have two faculty which can help us in this problem. One is the Faculty of Computer Science and the other one is the Life Sciences. Please, can you? Okay, what is our industry collaboration? As academia or as university, we have a good collaboration with the academia, with universities, but we are poor in this way with collaboration with industry. What you can help as industry to create the AI model development and data security for health, ICT, medicine, and to validation and integration to the hospitality information system and the cross sectors. Outcomes, what is AI-enabled diagnostic prototype and open source interpretation framework, regional data driven in health observation, and what is the impact of faster diagnostics, reduced healthcare costs, and the better potential outcomes. With this proposal, we are focused more on Western Balkan countries, which Kosovo is in the same region, and of course, the EU integration. What we have academia and we have academic staff. What we can support with research and science. What we don't have, or what we are looking for, industry partners in AI, in medical devices and digital health startups, hospitality of clinics for pilot testings, and policy actors for integration and dissemination to EU level. Additional information, we are strong in internationalization and mobility because we are a strong partnership with other universities in European and USA, which is Austria, Spain, Italy, and Albania, with one of the best partners, which in the frame of the Technology Transfer and Knowledge Institute, we are working in some of the projects with them to advance our experience in sustainable finance, data analytics, and to create a data set to support our team with this data set and to integrate all the research in one data set. Oh, okay. Thank you. Today and tomorrow I'm here. If someone want to meet with me, today and tomorrow I'm here. And also you have my email and you can write from the platform. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And indeed, if you want to talk to any of the pitchers, do approach them. They don't bite. They're here to really get your business and bring you into their consortium. So go and talk to them. It's time for a coffee break now. We have until 11:30. So take the time, refresh yourselves, get your caffeine dose in, go and talk to the people by the posters, and we'll get started here at 11:30 for the next pitching session. Thank you.